Hey, Dominic, Coach Smart from ABC Baseball Camps, here to work on your video of your hitting, okay, your analysis on your hitting. Enjoyed working with you last week. Had fun. It was good. Let's talk about your hitting now. We're going to talk about your setup, your swing plane, your position at contact, your lower half, and then your finish. Okay? So, setup. Feet parallel or not? Looks like you're slightly closed. Okay? As long as it's slightly, that's okay. You just got to remember, Dominic, that you got to be able to get to the same position every time. Okay? If we can't make your 2 feet repeatable in your setup, the chances of making your swing repeatable are more difficult. Okay? So we got to be repeatable. We got to get into a routine where we're getting in the same position in the batter's box every single time. Okay? Okay. So, nice wide base, boy. I like that. Good foundation hit from. Your hands are high enough to create a downward angle to your swing plane, so pretty good. Let's see what happens when we stride. Uh-oh, Dominic. What are we doing with that front foot? It's like we're running to first base already. We haven't even started our swing yet. Okay, so your foot really doesn't go anywhere except it opens up, which is probably the worst thing that could happen. Okay? Dominic, this position right here with your foot pointed this way is going to cause you so many issues as you move up the ladder of baseball. It's going to cause you so many problems. It has a trickle-down effect on your swing, which we'll talk about as we go forward, okay? We've got to take when we stride, buddy, we've got to have your front foot mirror your back foot. When your feet come down, they should look exactly like they did in your setup. That front foot cannot open up. Okay? That's going to put you in what we call baseball jail a little bit there. So you got to be really careful of that. How are you going to fix that? What's a way we can get that fixed, Dominic? Well, it's going to take a lot of hard work. Okay, you're going to have to get someplace, in a garage, and with a you don't even have to hit. I mean, just have a wiffle ball bat and just practice your load and your stride. Have your dad, get you in a comfortable position in the batter's box where your feet are parallel, and then have you take a step forward for your stride out where you want your stride to be, and then draw, an outline of your foot. And then just practice, loading and striding and landing inside that outline. But we have to get that foot closed. It can't open up. See what it does, Dominic? Look at your front hip now. Your hips, you haven't even started your swing, your hips are already open. Your shoulders are on an open angle already. And all hitters are fighting against that all the time. We can't open up our hips. We can't open up our shoulders. We've got to try to stay square to home plate as long as we can. The longer you're square to home plate, Dominic, throughout your swing, the more balls you'll square up. Okay, so we got to stay square. Okay, let's move on. Let's look at your swing plane. Okay, it starts off pretty good. Your hands are going, what we're trying to do is get our hands to go forward and down, forward and down at the same time. Okay, and you do that pretty good. Okay, but you just drop that barrel head a little bit too early. And now see what happens? See the angle you're at right there is perfect. You're okay there. Okay? If you can keep it on a level angle there, but the next click it goes way down. Okay? And that's the reason why you're underneath the baseball, Dominic, is because your angle of your attack to the ball is on an uphill angle instead of a flat angle. See that? That's just going to be very difficult to hit balls very hard or very far that way. And you're underneath. Okay? Let's look at another swing and see what you do. Let's get rid of some lines so we can see. Okay? Good. Love your setup. Okay, your setup's really good. Now if you could just, what you want to do in your stride, Dominic, is just reach with your front foot. Okay? When you stride, okay, your head shouldn't go any farther than this. Okay? I shouldn't see your head move any farther than this. Let's see what happens when you stride. Oh, geez Louise. Okay, so you see how much your body's moving? Okay? Think of it this way, Dominic. In a couple of years, you get to high school baseball, guys throwing 90 miles an hour, and if you move this much at an object coming towards you, okay? If you move this much, I mean, the chances of hitting are remote at best. We just can't have that much movement going forward as the ball's coming at you. Okay? So what this tells me, buddy, is that you don't understand what the stride's about, why we do it, or how we do it. Okay? The stride is just a trigger for your swing. It's a mechanism to time the pitcher. Okay? You see how much weight you have on your backside right there? Okay? When you stride, Dominic, okay, the weight should not change whatsoever. The only thing that moves forward is your front foot. Your weight stays back just like it is now. And when you do that, your head stays stable. But what you do, when you go forward, when you stride, you transfer weight. See, you haven't even started your swing yet, and you're transferring your weight. So now when you do get to the baseball, you've already transferred everything. There's nothing left for you to hit with from a power perspective. So, go back here, okay? We got to stride forward, okay, on a straight line, with our foot square like it is your back foot is, and then stay back there until you swing, okay? Right now you're going like, as a hitter, Dominic, we have to have rhythm and tempo, okay? Without any rhythm or tempo, we got no shot. Impossible to time a pitcher without some tempo and rhythm, okay? So right now you're going load, then you go stride and swing. When it should be load, stride, swing. It can't be load, stride, swing. And it can't be load, stride, swing. That's too long. There's no tempo there. There's no rhythm there. It's got to be da, da, da. Do, re, mi. 1, 2, 3. Right now you should be going 1, or load, and then stride with my weight back, and then swing. And you just lost. You lump the last two together, and that's going to make it very, 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 very difficult to hit at a higher level than you're at now. Okay, so the front foot's got to be fixed. Okay, and you got to make sure you have some rhythm in your swing. So have somebody off the tee. You got to go load, stride. Your foot hits the ground, then you swing. But you're starting your swing way too early, and you're combining the two, and that's going to be very difficult. Okay, talk about your swing plan a little bit. That one's a little better. Now we're going to talk about your position at contact, okay? And we're going to talk about some angles in your body here, okay? This isn't a bad angle, okay? I'll take that. Your left arm's in pretty good shape, straight, okay? That's okay. Now the angles we don't like is that I think you got taller in this swing. Okay, let's see something. We'll draw a line right above your head. Okay. All good hitters, Dominic, they compress down when they hit. They never get taller. Okay? They stay in their legs. They stay connected to the ground because they understand that energy comes from the ground. Okay? When you come out of the ground, you lose energy. So let's see what Dominic does. Right away, you raise up as you move forward, and you keep going up and higher and farther out of the ground. Okay? An analogy for you, Dominic. You take a canoe, okay, you put a cannon inside of it. You take it out the middle of the lake, and you fire off the cannon. How far do you think the cannonball is going to go? It's going to go nowhere, because when the kickback from the cannon happens, there's nothing holding it in the ground. Okay, it's just going to drop off the end of out of the nozzle of the cannon and drop into the lake. If you take that same cannon, row back to the edge of the shore, stick that thing on the ground and bolt it into the ground and shoot that cannon, the cannonball is going to go a long way. Well, same thing as hitting. If you stay connected to the ground, your balls are going to go a lot farther. Okay? When you come out of the ground, you're going to lose power. Okay? And the other way you lose power, buddy, is that when you take your back knee and drive it down like you're supposed to, okay, your foot's open so much that there's nothing for you to push against. We have to hit against resistance, Dominic. Okay? We have to hit against something. A firm, closed front side. That creates resistance. When we create resistance, we create bat speed. When we create bat speed, we create more power. So we got to get you into your legs more so you don't come up. Okay? And we can't have that front leg locked out like it is now. Okay? So some good things at the contact position, and some things we got to work on. Okay? Some things we got to work on. Let's okay, and your finish is beautiful. Okay? No problem. Nice high hand finish. That's good. Let's look at another swing. Okay. Come on, step straight, step straight, step straight, step straight. Come on. Oh, there's that foot. Okay. So right away, right there, you're losing your ability to resist against the force you're going to generate when you drive your knee down, because your front foot's open. There's nothing holding it there. It's like throwing, Dominic, with your arm tied. You're throwing your glove arm tied to your side. You just can't throw very far or very hard because you're not throwing against anything. We have to hit against a firm front side. Okay? Go forward. Boom, boom, boom. Okay? Again, just standing too tall. Got to get in your legs, bud. Got to get in your legs. Got to get lower. Okay? Be different if you were 6'3" or going to be 6'5" and 270 or something like that. You might be able to get away with that, but I don't think that's going to happen, and you're better off learning how to hit the right way at a young age, and then if you do get real big, then you can change some things. But we shouldn't have this kind of backwards C here in your body. You should be more 50-50 by now. Okay? What happens when you lean back like that, bud, your barrel at this point right here, right there, doesn't go any farther forward. And for every inch of extension your bat makes after contact out in here, you're going to get 15 more feet of ball flight. That's pretty consequential. You get 3 more inches, you're talking about hitting the ball 50 feet further. That means the ball's going to go over somebody's head. Okay? So, there are some good things in your swing, buddy, but there's some things you got to get fixed right away from a mechanic standpoint. And if you can do that, you'll be fine. So keep up the hard work. I enjoyed working with you last week, and look forward to seeing you at another ABC baseball camp. Bye-bye.